Alright, wait a couple of minutes, see who all comes in. I'm early. So, might be a few minutes. Hi Tina, how are you? I know I'm early. Got everything done, so didn't have to wait until later today. I was more worried about getting Mom's car checked out, so we went to town and it didn't overheat, so it's fixed. I always worry about her and her car. You know, she's 70s, so she loves to go. Wait a couple of minutes, see who else all comes in, if that's okay. Well, hello, Fine Arts. How are you? I went to Joann Fabrics today. I got a notice on my phone where I got 20% off my total purchase, including sale items. So these embossing powders are regular $24.99. They were 40% off on sale. Plus I got 20% off. So I paid $14.99 a set for them. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I loved both the colors because, you know, these are kind of the vintage and these are the soft romantic. And so I got those. I also got another 20% off of their clearance because it was off my total purchase. And this Spellbinders was regular $4.90. It was clearance for $4.97. And I ended up paying $3.47, I think it was. This little guy was another 20% off of the $2.97. And I like the little bee, the dragonfly and the butterfly. And then I got these two different flower dies, 20% off of the $4.97. So total savings was $20-some. So that wasn't bad. I saved enough to pay for one of these on their own. So anyway, oh, and I picked up some new, more double-sided tape, and it ended up being $2.99 from $4.99. So that wasn't bad at all. So let me get this all out of the way. Where am I going to set it? Down here. That'll work. Not the tape. I want the tape. We may need it. I go through a lot of double-sided tape. Y'all know that. Let's see if I can get this fixed. Alright, everything is set up now, I think. Yay, right? Takes forever sometimes to get everything going. Last night I sat here and I cut out a bunch of the cut-aparts on the albums that were, you know, the paper pads were working in. So, and I went around the edges of them. So done those. We done some little envelopes that we're going to use in tuck spots and things. And this is just a small portion of stuff that I've got to cut out. So, but we're going to use a lot of it in this new album. I want it jam-packed full, you know. And I worked on the album a little bit. I went ahead and I went around the edges with the vintage photo, antiqued it pretty good, front, back, And I folded the spine and got it ready so we can get it in today. And I also, where did I lay them? Just got our pages put together so we could start working on them. Everyone knows pretty much how to do all this. There wasn't no need to have it on the video. If you don't know how and want to know, leave me a message. Well, hi Judy, how are you? And I'll do a video on it, but there's so many out there on doing the spine. So, and it fits right in here just perfect. It doesn't go down in my fold or anything. So we need to get it taped down. I'm not going to put the pages in. We're going to leave the pages out so they're together and ready as we decorate. It's just too much to try and, excuse me, decorate the pages when they're already in. I do much better if they're still open. So I'm going to do this way. I'm going to mark it on each side. So I want it in there level. So I know not to put any tape any further than this mark on each side. And get it in there good. How's everybody doing today? Oops. So that way I don't put tape over anywhere else. Just get one piece going across the top. So it'll hold. And go right up to that line. I cleaned my scissors last night. Got all the sticky off of them. They were a mess. And I'm using this red tape. It is stickier than the white, I think. But I really want my spine to hold down in there. I don't want to risk it coming out. And this is where, you know, most of your abuse is in your spine. See how nice and quiet it is when hubby's at work. I tell him he's like having a perpetual 3-year-old in the house because he's loud. He keeps the pets going, and he's just loud. In the truck for 2 more days. Oh no. Well, hi Debbie, how are you? I done what you told me. I got the hook and loop, and that's what I'm using for the closure on this. We did it last night. Get a lot of tape down through here. I don't want anything happening to this buddy. Don't think I have enough to go all the way down that, but I think it'll be enough to be okay. Ah, that'll work. And I didn't get a spot over here, but once I get this all up, I'll just add a little piece here because I really want this in there. I don't want it coming out. I want it to hold down. Because if my spine comes out, my book's not going to work. And by coming on a little bit early, Emily said they were having bad storms, and usually when Emily gets them later that day, I get them because I'm a little southeast of Emily. We're only a couple of hours apart. So, and she wasn't able to do today because of the storms. So it's another reason I got home and thought, well, I'll go ahead and do it, you know. See, I missed a little area right there. I'll just add a little piece here in a couple of minutes. Most people are intimidated by it. Did y'all get any of them storms yesterday, Judy? We had a bad one move through last night. I mean, it got ugly. I know y'all could hear some of the thunder and stuff while I was still videoing yesterday, and I was glad I got off when I did because that's when the lightning really started, and I was like, ugh. I worry about it hitting the equipment, you know, because it can really wreak havoc on your stuff. And I do not need a power surge knocking out my laptop and all that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the glue trick. I love this glue trick. It saves me. Boy, does it save me. Let me get this in the trash. It gets so much static, it ends up everywhere. And I know I had a bag for trash. Where did I put it? There. I always try to keep a old grocery bag or something near me for trash. So let's get this down. This album is going to take us quite a while, mainly because I'm new at it, and there's a lot I want to put in here. I mean, there's a lot I want to do in this album. Well, I'm glad you didn't get the storms. Traveling in the storms is terrible. I'm hoping the weather's nice next Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember which day's my anniversary, but we're going to try and go to Savannah for the day for our 25th wedding anniversary. So on July 3rd, I won't be on at all. 25 years. I know that's not a long time to some people. You know, my parents were married over 50. So 25 to them is really nothing. But it is to me. So I'm trying to line it up here and keep it as straight as possible. I'm leaning a little down here. Over. There we go. I think I got it. Alright. Now the spine is in, and it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's going to be a big book. You know, it's 6 pages front and back, and then you're going to have the front inside cover and the back inside cover. So, and I done the spine. It's 1/2 inch, so that's quite a bit of room, you know, to build out. Just getting it really in there well. May leave it sit for a few, probably, and we'll start maybe on a page. And if y'all have any ideas for adding things to the pages, you know, a tuck or something different, let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. Now, Debbie, I hope I did this right. I put it behind the paper and I used, what are these little buggers that have the prongs that come out? I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, I put that on with those and I went behind the paper and added the ribbon. So, I hope I did it right. Okay, well, Tuesday. You go every year to Savannah? Yeah, no, they're not eyelets. They're the little peg thingies, you know. I know they're not called eyelets. You know, those little guys. I hope I'm in frame. Yes, Brad's, you got it. See, words are hard for me sometimes, and I don't know why. But I really, really like the way it looks. It's big. It's 8 by 8 on the inside. Now out here, I think we are 8.5 by 9. Yeah, we're 9 this way. We're 8.5 this way. So our pages will be 8 by 8 and won't go right up to the edge. So if you have something hanging over a little bit, it's not going to come out and get ripped off, you know? You have a hard time with words too, Judy? It's ridiculous, isn't it? All right. One page. Where did I lay them now? Here they are. Time to start on one of these. So, let me get my templates. I made a lot of templates. Now, if we were just going to flat page it, we would do 7.5 by 7.5. I don't have a template for that because I know it's 7.5 by 7.5. Let's see. I made an pocket for a side pocket that we can add. I didn't put I cut it too big. What's this one? 8. This I wanted to do like a double door and maybe fix a little tuck spot in behind it. So I only cut one, but to get the other side, you'll just flip it. And it would give us like a double door. So I think that would be pretty. And I done it 4 inches. So, let's see. If I go here and I go there, it'll still leave my little bit of all the way around. My 1/4 of an inch at the sides. It won't at the top and the bottom because we have this little dip up here. And I'm thinking I want to be able to add some little like doorknobs and do the little twine thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do on here and put a pocket in behind. How does that sound? You have no idea why I can't remember. I can't. Hey, Crazy Challenge, how are you? Would, Judy and Debbie, would you guys mind being monitors for me? I don't have any in here right now. I've made room for the flap already. So will you guys do that if I can make you? Thank you. I really, really need in here, you know. Add. Thank you, Judy. I haven't heard from Debbie yet. She's probably doing other things as well, though. So, oh, you should have had the wrench. Why didn't you get a wrench, Judy? There you go. You got it. Yep. Yeah, I've been getting my fair share of thumbs downs, and really doesn't bother me, to tell you the truth. It's more annoying than anything. Let's see. Made a corner pocket, and I even made a mat to go on it. So, yay. I've got an envelope. This is that part of it, and where did the rest of it go? This is like the base, and this is the flap that'll fold. And then I can do this in vellum and put it over the top and make a vellum envelope for a tuck spot. Thought that might be kind of pretty in here. So, but anyway, let's find... There's the matte waterfall. I did a lot. I cut a lot of templates. Probably not even enough. Half matte flip out. Nope. Is it this one? Yeah, I still got to round the edges here. So it'll be okay. I can still round those edges even after I cut it out. So we need 2 of each of those for now. And then we'll figure out what we're going to put behind it. It's a process getting everything. Well, hi, Becky. So let's get our papers. Let's see, that's not it. Where did it go? My paper pad. There we go. That might look kind of pretty, to be honest, on that. But we could use that on the back. You know, as the mat behind there. That would be kind of pretty. And let's see. I love these flowers, and I'm wondering if I could get 2 out of here. I don't think so. Let's see, what are we? We are 4, so I would need exactly 8. And I would need 8 up. We might just get it. So if I go to here and I come in 8, it's going to be close, but I think I can get that out of there. And that would be real pretty with that in behind it. Don't you agree? So let's try that. See where we go. Oh, thank you, Judy. I'm good, Beck. I'm good. Let's see. See, that's another thing they mess up on these paper pads. I may have to go this direction because where they put the hole, I don't know why they do that. So let's see if we can get it out of here. I just think it would look kind of pretty. My paper slid just a tiny bit. Be all right. There we go. And let's see, can we get the other out of here? I think we can, just barely. Trying to stay away from both of those edges just enough. I think that'll work. And that'll give us a real pretty flip out. Well, not a, kind of a flip out. And we'll have to figure out something for the back as well. I keep waiting on that storm to move in. I know we're going to get it today. So, and if it does and it gets too rough, guys, I will have to get off because, you know, lightning down here in the south is a mess. Alright, let's get these cut out. Let's try and get the bulk off of here first. It's always easier for me to do it that way. Some people can pick up a piece of paper and cut whatever right out and never skip a beat. I can't do it yet. I'm not that good, and my hands some days give me issues. So, but I do appreciate all of y'all for coming in and hanging out. Yep, it's going to be a giveaway. Like I said, if anybody has any ideas for it, say something, because, you know, you may be the one to get it. I think I'm going to use my straight edge to cut the main parts out and then round these off. I think it'll be easier for me. So if I go there and there. I just put a new blade in my X-Acto. Yay. Oh yeah, that'll work a lot easier for me. And then all I got to do is deal with the curve. So. And it's going to include international, because I'm one of those, I feel that, you know, international people should not be excluded from my giveaways, because they help to build your channel too. Slid a little bit, it's going to be off a little bit, but it's on my quarter where it folds, so I'll be okay. You know, I can't walk and chew bubble gum. I can't talk and use an X-Acto. But like I was saying, it's going to include international, because I'm just one of those, I think if you have helped to build my channel, that you should not be excluded just because you live in another country. And I've talked it over with my husband and he agreed. So this is how it's going to be on here. I mean, I do understand some people cannot afford to do international. Yeah. And to me, it's just not fair. And I've got a lot of friends that live, you know, out of the United States. I consider them extended family. Okay, then I got to come in. I done 1/2 inch for my oh, you know what I'm talking about. I'll have to mark it and then score it, because to be honest, my paper shifted just a tiny bit. So I'm going to mark it and then I'll get the scoreboard out, and that way it'll still be nice and straight. And I think that's going to look really lovely underneath with that behind. So let's get the other one cut out. Let's see, there's my line. I need to turn on another light, y'all. There. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not putting anybody down that when they do a giveaway, they can't afford to do, you know, international. I'm not saying that. I understand. Some people cannot afford to do it. But if I can, I'm going to. I think it's only fair. Right there. To there. Can it a day and it's coming Sunday similar to the intensity? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my friends in New Zealand was telling me that they don't have as many holidays as we do. All right. And my cutting's probably not perfect. You know, I do the best I can. So if you are the winner and you find something isn't exact, cut me a little slack. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mark this one. I just like marking where I have to score. Sometimes, you know, things line up a little different here and there. So, ½ inch to the ½ inch. Okay. And this one we need to cut it probably, I know I did not cut these to where they're going to show the edge except on the sides. I had a hard enough time getting the shape cut to begin with. Y'all know how that goes. So I think I'll cut this one 8 this way and the 7½ this way. It'll work. It'll be okay. Let me get this edge off of here. I hate when they do that. I don't know why they can't make them so they just all tear off, you know. Because that piece of paper there, it messes up my measurements. And the hole in the middle. I don't get what the point was of the hole in the middle, but they do it. So I need my cutter. Okay, I kind of like it this way. I like that behind there. So I'm going to do 7½ this direction. And then we're going to do the 8 this direction. Okay, now I need my scoreboard. Oops. So we can score these 2 little things. This way. I hope I'm kind of staying in frame. Let me pull you out a little bit. See if that helps. Okay. That'll go behind there. Trim that edge. Those will be so cute. So, so cute. Like I said, I don't do perfect. Just learning. But I have really enjoyed doing these. And my daughter loved hers. She got it yesterday. Today's her birthday. So she was just in love with it. She thought it was great. She couldn't believe I made it. I told her, yep, there's videos of it. Go check them out. I'm going to fold it back and forth a couple of times so it'll have a little give to it. And I also want to, where the folds are, I kind of want to come in here a little bit and take just a little bit of that out so it doesn't show. You hear Dolly over there talking. They've been fed and had their perches cleaned and all that good stuff. She's hollering to give me a kiss. Yeah, that'll be pretty. So we'll have this way, yeah. It'll be like that. That'll be on top. So, that'll be very cute. Y'all see where I'm going with this. Yeah, note spinner. I love my scoreboard. I just got it. I had the other one, the memory keepers, and the way you scored was the thing was over here that you butted up and the numbers were backwards up at the top, and it was just too difficult for me. It's a design flaw, but you know, if that's all you can get and all you have, then use it. I like this one so much better. I really do. Okay. So that's going to be so cute. So let's get these edges inked up. Like I said, inking your edges hides little flaws. I got a piece of that when I marked that paper on there. There. Just noticed that. Pencil mark. I'm not going to do any of the actual pages and stuff off camera. I will still do more of the cut aparts, things like that, because everybody knows how to use a pair of scissors and cut out images. I'm still picking up pretties to add to this. I want a lot of ribbon, lace, trims. You know, I really want it to look very, very dainty, delicate. You know, that's the look I'm going for. Alright. Did I get it right? I did. And it's going to look so cute. Get around these edges good. I want to add pretty little paper clips. All kinds of things. Hello, Dolly. I get these inked up. Going to take a minute to catch up on chat. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm not one of those crafters that keeps my head down and just gets through. You know, sometimes sitting and chatting with you guys gives me more ideas. Y'all like that too, any of you? You know, you just come up with different thoughts while you're chatting with somebody. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be really cute. It's not going to be right up to the middle, but that's fine. I like that. Then we'll fix a little thing, but we've got to cut out for the inside now. So let me move that out of the way and catch up on chat real quick. You can't craft and read. Oh. Anne. Who's Anne? Yeah, Dolly's chatting away today. Haven't done a live video. Why haven't you done a live video? You'll love the lives. Let me open my drink, y'all. Once you do a live, you won't want to go back to doing recorded, because when you're live, it's like you're just sitting around with your friends chatting and doing. Yeah, I've been into several of Judy's lives when she does her prayers on Wednesday night. And I've really enjoyed them. Sometimes you come out very uplifted. See, my computer is doing the same thing today. It is buffering. And my TV's playing fine. Same internet, same everything. So I'm wondering, did I lose any chat? Too awkward to do a live. Get you a camera. That's what I have. And they're not very expensive at all. You'll try when you're more organized. River, your name's Deborah, right? Who was Anne? I didn't see anyone named Anne, unless it's one of y'all and I just don't know the name. Must be Note Spinner Anne? No. I don't know who Anne is. Who is Anne? Oh, okay. Anne Wilford Parks. Hi, honey. Sorry. Sorry. You use your phone. No, I got mine, honestly, at Walmart. It's just a Logitech webcam. And then my husband, he bought me a, it's like a boom arm. I don't know how to explain it. It clamps down on the other side of the table, and it comes up and over, and my camera screws to it. So you're right over, and the whole setup was probably less than $100. Yeah, you have to, I think, no, some cameras will do it. You have to find out. I just happened to get a webcam because it's already set up for everything. The one he's got me now, it even has a microphone. It has a light under here, and you can adjust the zoom in and out. Some of them you cannot do anything with your zoom. Had 2 surgeries. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I have a grandson who's, oh, Nick's what, 14, 15 now? He was a 30-week preemie. My daughter had placenta previa. And now he's bigger than me. You would never know. They are great with the premature things anymore. So best of luck to you, honey. Be thinking of you. I know it's it's hard when you have to leave them there at in that NICU unit and you go home, you know. All right, let's figure out what papers we want now for the insides here. Move stuff out of my way again. I can start off with my desk all nice and neat, and by the time I'm done, or even partway done, you can't even tell I've had a clean desk at any point. Let's try this paper pad. Let's see. Find a pretty pattern. That might be too much. What do you think? It's probably not focusing. Let's see if I can get it to. It's got gold foil in it. What do y'all think of that? That's cute. Nah. Ooh. I don't know. What about the polka dots? Polka dots would look okay. I don't know. Yes, he does. You like the roses, note spinner? Could go with a pretty solid. Or even the writing. See, that's the thing. When there's so many pretty papers, it's hard to decide. It really is. Yeah, too similar. Well, that's kind of cute. Ooh, I like that. It's kind of a blue writing in behind that. Would look cute. Would go okay with that. I think we're going to do that. I like that. I really do. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And we can always use different parts of it too, so yeah, that's what we're going to use. Move that. And let's see, I've got to cut this edge off. It's going to drive me. Oh, that one is perforated, but then I'll end up with the little ridge marks. I don't like those either. So let's get this cut off. I'm going to come just below. Right there. So I don't have that perforated marks either. Okay. That'll work. And my template. And let's see. I don't need that part so I can leave it off. And mark it. Okay, and let's see. Put that up to there. And I'm going to mark from here around, here around. And come on. Give me a hard time here. And if I could see these marks. Alright, let's line up so I can, let's see. Gotta get my head over here in the way for a minute. I think it's there to there. And if I'm off a little bit, I'll trim it once we... Let's see how that looks. I think we got it. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, let's get this cut out now. I'm going to come straight down through here. Like I said, you don't need those fancy paper cutters. You know, if you don't have them, don't worry about it. I'm using a ruler and a X-Acto blade, and it'll come out just fine. And sometimes that's all you really do need. You don't need all that fancy stuff. It's nice to have, but not necessary sometimes, you know? Alright, I'm going to come to here. I got that. And down there enough. How does that look? Yep, that looks good. Right down to there. Up to here. So don't let not having big fancy equipment stop you from doing what you want to do, okay? Because you don't need it. Like I said, it's nice to have if you have it, but it's not something you have to have, okay? See, I got that. Top edge up here. I mean, I didn't have a lot of stuff when I started out. I've slowly collected. Okay. Got them apart. Now we got to trim them out. And I think I'm going to lay them on top. I think my mark might be off just a tiny bit. But maybe not. Maybe we're good. And then I'll just trim them right out along there. That way I know I'm even. Yep, I did. I trimmed out a little tiny bit. But if we get them in there and get them glued down, we can go through and trim it and it'll be perfect. You'll never know. And I know why it's pushing out a little bit is that fold. But once it's glued down, it'll be okay. So, I think I'm going to take just a tiny bit off here. Like I said, this is a process making these things. So, I'm not one of those women that's been doing these for a long time, and I can't whip them out 1, 2, 3. I have a lot of respect for the women who make these albums, and they come out beautiful every time, and they do them in no time at all. I mean, they're just done. That'll work. There's one. You see this other one. It's like I said. Aha. Got it there. And it'll be fine. So we'll get those glued down and then we'll be able to trim those out. And I put my, I don't know if y'all caught this or not, but I did it backwards, or upside down. I don't know how that ended up. Let's see. That one will be there. That one will be there. So yeah, I need to flip this one that way. I did them right. Okay. It was me that was backwards. Oh well. Okay, so let's get these glued down in here and get them to dry. And then we can trim out the rest of the little sides so I know they'll be perfect. And I think I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac. Yeah, Debbie. I love watching you, though. I mean, but a lot of these women, I mean, it's, but then when you really pay attention, you know, they pause, they hit pause quite a bit and speed ahead, you know, and things like that. And I don't want to do that. I want everyone to be able to see the process. And it is a process. I still can't get over how beautiful that suitcase came out. I love the ocean theme, you know, beachy, underwater. It was just something else. If y'all have not seen Debbie Vignola's video of her suitcase, mini suitcase album, go check it out. It's amazing. It's just beautiful. All right. Nope, that's upside down. There we go. This away. Yep. Trying to make sure I don't get either side upside down. Because if you've got a specific way for your paper and you put it wrong, somebody's going to notice it and you're not going to be happy. Oh, come on. Quit sticking all the... Ooh. Okay. This is where I need an extra hand some days, I think. See if I can get it to slide up just a little, just a tiny bit. Come on. There you go. Get over there. Okay. We got it. Then I'll just trim this out and it'll be fine. A little off up at the top, but I don't think it's that noticeable. And by the time we antique the edges, nobody's going to notice. Like I said, there's a lot you can do with these. And ink hides a lot of your little flaws. I mean, it's not going to hide if you're 1/4 of an inch off or whatever, but, you know, if you miss a little tiny hairline or something, it's not going to be that noticeable. And have a sharp blade. And I don't try to cut it all off one swipe. I try to go a couple of times. So that way I take my time and get the edge. I always get quiet when I'm cutting something like this and I have my tongue sticking out sideways or something. You know, you got to hold your tongue right and hold your breath. So, I'm probably very funny looking when I'm doing this stuff. But, oh well. I do me. There. A little ink around that edge. Alright, so is it this one this way? That'll be so cute. And then this one go this way. So let's get it glued down. That's okay, Judy. Debbie, would you be a moderator for me? Judy's got to go, and I understand that. I just don't want to not have a moderator right now because I'm not able to look at chat as often. Actually, any of you ladies that are in here right now, I trust. Okay, thank you, Debbie. Let me get you a wrench. Thank you very much, Debbie. I really appreciate it, honey. Trim that little edge. And let's see if I can line this up just right. Okay, I think we got it. Yep. I have called a wrench, but never a wrench. Aw. Oh, okay, Marion. Thank you. I'll add you as well. Honestly, you can never have too many. You know, because there's a lot of, well, mean people out there, you know. I think Little Angel's Creation one night, she didn't have any in, and she had so many, I guess, what do you call them, trolls? I don't know, that sounds like such a mean word. I don't like that word, but she had so many, and she had to delete her video. It was ridiculous. She wasn't going to leave it up like that. So, thank you, ladies, very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you ever do videos and you need, give me a holler, and I'll do the same for you. We've got to look out for one another. Edge looks a little pointy right there. I don't like it there. Oh, don't grab the black ink. And see, I got a little bump up here, just a little. odd edge. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. I hope y'all are enjoying a little bit of this and not bored to tears. But I'll tell you, after doing one, I have a whole new respect for the ladies who just whip them right out, because there are a lot of components to doing one that you don't even think about, you know. Okay, let me take a break and catch up on chat, and then we'll get this all glued down. And I don't know if we need to do something in here. I'm thinking maybe add a little vellum envelope or something, velcroed in, would be cute. That's why I'm extremely hesitated doing lives or videos per se, because a lot of the time my first tries. Don't worry about it. Really, just my first video, if you go back and look at it, it was last October. And I was scared to death. And I was just doing a video. It wasn't even a live. I was so scared. I didn't know anybody. You know, I just jumped in and started doing. And I'm glad I did. Undesirables causing trouble. Yeah, but the thing is, if you go back and look, I'm getting quite a few thumbs downs now, and I'm pretty sure I know whom it is. And because before me and this person had a problem, I hardly ever got any. And now it's like even old videos, they're going back and doing it. So it's just the way it is. You know, you can't please everybody all the time. You go back and look, I think yesterday maybe it was, I think I got 5 thumbs down on that video. Do things so different, and big projects like working on 16 by 20 layouts. Not sure anyone would be. Yes, I would love to see things like that. But, you know, I kind of know who it is, and they make up a lot of fake YouTube accounts as well. So that's where it's coming from. And, you know, that's fine. I'm more mature than that. I could go back and do the same thing, but I wouldn't do that to somebody. Yeah. Yeah. It is, but, you know, nothing I can do about it. I just ignore it and go on. I've blocked the person, so they can't come in my lives, but they can go back and watch the videos, and they can give thumbs downs. So, you know, and that's the only thing I can figure. No counts on it. Yes, exactly. And, you know, you really want to hurt somebody, leave them alone. I don't go and watch this person's videos. I don't go watch replays. I just cut ties and leave it alone. Well, hi, Trees. How are you? Well, I don't know what a thumbs down does to my reputation. I don't have a reputation, so... Anyway, let's get this piece. I've got to get this little corner. It started to come up. So I'm going to put a dab of glue in there. I got to wipe this tip off. I love this glue, you know, but sometimes, and this is going to sound just horrible, but it's like a kid's runny nose, you know? It's just, ugh. Alright, so I'm going to, and I know everybody doesn't go through all this, but I'm lining it up, and I know I have a 1/4 inch on each side because I want my sides to look straight. I don't want it to look like I didn't know what I was doing, even though I really don't. So I'm going to mark it. Like I said, I'll go back and take these little marks off with that eraser later. Won't hurt anything. They're very light. They're not very dark marks. But yeah, I've got a troll. I guess that's what they're called. And it's sad. I mean, it's really sad that people are, I guess, that insecure about themselves, you know, that they feel they have to do things like that. Have you seen my only video I posted on my channel? I hope to have an after video in August. I don't know. I've watched so many videos. Left YouTube because of those troublemakers. I hate that. Yeah. I thought about just doing something else, but then I thought, you know, if I give up, they win, you know, and quite honestly, I ain't no quitter. So I'm not giving in to that. I just wish the person well and hope they have a good life and carry on. Eventually, they'll get bored. You know, they always do, right? I'm just going to go around the edge with the tape, and then I'm going to put Fabri-Tac or maybe 3-in-1 in the middle to hold it down. But I'm going around the edge because I really want it to hold down quite well. So, but yeah, they'll get bored eventually, and I'm not going to stress it. And if they honestly think YouTube takes thumbs downs for very much, they're sadly mistaken, because quite honestly, they can tell if it's an actual channel and if the person actually did watch the video. You know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration on that. I'm standing up so I can get over and see that I'm right on that edge. How are you doing today, Therese? Okay. Yeah. Like I said, they get bored faster. Yeah, you know. No, can I have the sewing machine? But no, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. And I guess they can get over it, you know. It's just the way I'm looking at it. You see, I started my channel back when, and a lot of y'all did too, when you had to get 100 subscribers before you could even do a live video. And it took me a couple of months to get 100. I never thought I would get 100. So, okay. Now, it's this way. And this is this way. I've got it antiqued. Let's get some glue down. It'll squish up to that edge, so I'm not gonna force it right now. And I think this 3-in-1 glue, it looks just like, and it's by Beacon as well, and it smells just like Fabri-Tac. So to tell you the truth, I do think it's Fabri-Tac. I think they just gave it a different name. So, let's see. That looks good. Let's get right up over here. Oops. Come on. Quit rolling. Quit moving. There we go. Got that edge, I think. This one. There we go. Got it down. Looks good. Okay. Now, looks pretty good. One's gonna go there. And it'll shut. And one's gonna go here. What do y'all think we ought to do inside? Think we ought to do anything in there? Like I said, I was thinking about maybe a pretty little vellum pocket down here or something for a pretty little tuck. Well, thank you. What do you think about a vellum, white vellum pocket down here? Let's see. Where did I put that template for it? Oops. Paper fell. I think the envelope, where's the pocket? That's a side pocket. Don't I have a bottom pocket? If not, we'll just wing it, because I'll need 8.5. No, I'm 8. Let's figure. Yeah. So let's see, I'll need 7.5 wide. Let me get something to write on. Actually, it'll have to be 8. Let's see, if I want 1/2 inch on each side, 8.5. So I need 8.5. And I'm thinking maybe 3.5 tall, so we'll go 4. So that'll give us a pretty vellum pocket. And I've got my vellum. Let's move all this out of the way. That cutter's so big, but it does such a beautiful job. And we can always use the sticky tape, and that way it won't show. Like I said, I'm in no rush to do this. I'm taking my time. It's something I want to do, and I want to be proud of it when it's done, so whomever gets it can show it. Alright, where did I lay my vellum? I had it out yesterday. Yeah, here it is. I bought vellum. They had them clearance at Joann's. $2.47, 65-pound, 50 sheets of the Darcy vellum. And I bet you I bought 10, 12 packs of it. Yeah, I mean, you're going to put your name on something. See, I pulled out 2 pieces. why shouldn't it be the best you can do? You're going to take your time to do it. You're going to put an effort into it. Make it the best you can do. I mean, it's never perfect, and I don't expect to be perfect because, you know, God didn't make us perfect. He made us perfectly imperfect. All right, I need 8.5 wide. So how wide is mine? All right, that looks good. Good enough. Now, if this don't work, we'll just say by 4. Because I haven't done anything with the vellum. You know, I made an envelope. And that was about it. Okay. And I do know vellum is not easy to score. All right, let's get our 1/2 inch all on the 3 sides, on the bottom and the 2 going up the sides. My husband makes fun of me because I have my scoreboard every which direction, but you know, I put it the way I'm able to see and hold and deal with it. So, oops. But vellum's not an easy thing to score, y'all. Oops. See? I keep saying oops. Okay. Then we'll go our 1/2 inch this way. Probably ought to just turn it over. It'll be easier because that end wants to fly up now. This way. And by doing this album on video, y'all get to see what you're really getting. Oh yeah. You never want to hear oops when you're getting a haircut. I agree. I'm going to, trying to think, I need that, I think. This is where it gets a little scary. Okay, yeah, I think I can cut this corner out. Yep. See, vellum is scary for me. I think I'm gonna tiny bit into that corner, and a tiny bit into that corner. Take this tiny edge out. I'm surprised anybody wants to watch this. I figured I'd have y'all bored to tears by now. Well, hey, Brenda, how are you, honey, today? I haven't heard from my friend Chris since she went back up to Boston for her mom's funeral. I'm sure I'll hear from her this evening. I'm really kind of hoping they had a safe trip. Okay, then we're going to fold. Come on, please fold. That way. That'll be that way, and that'll be that way. And let's see if it's going to fit. Kind of a dry test on it. Where did I lay? There it is. Brenda, honey, I'm going to make you a moderator in here as well, since I'm one for you too. Because, you know, you pointed out yesterday I didn't have any, and it is kind of a problem. Oh yeah, that'll fit. But now, I probably should have tucked this under here. I wonder. See? I make mistakes as I go. I take that down. Maybe I should put that on top of that. Let's see. Will that work? I may have to trim the edge just a tiny bit, but I think it'll work. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. So I may have to, well, we'll just let it have a little bit of a, you know, a little wiggle room here in the pocket. It'll be all right. Hi, Tanya. How are you, honey? Okay, let me find Brenda. And there you go. All right, guys. Time to sit up again for a minute, get a drink. I'm nervous about this. So, my bone folder. I keep worrying I'm boring y'all to death. Okay. Now, let's get tape out. So I think I want, I don't really have fingernails, so I want this part on the outside of those. All right. Get that down. I mean, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't care if it takes me weeks to do this. It's, as far as I'm concerned, since it's going to go as a giveaway, to me it's for somebody special. Don't know who it is, but they're special. And that's how I'm looking at this, and I want it to be as pretty and special as the person who receives. Does that make sense to y'all? So I don't care how long it takes me to finish this. Y'all might get bored by the time it's done. And then some of you may, you know, think it didn't take that long, and but yeah, even though I don't know who's going to win it, they're special, so it has to be done right. Alright, let's pick this up. Come on. Got that up. Let's see. That way that corner holds that piece down for me. I learned that from Genevieve Designs. I watched her do it enough. That woman is amazing. Okay, let's go. Oh, shoot. I don't want you to stick, but I wanted to make sure you were folded right. Oh, I don't need to take those off yet. I need to get these on. Let's see. Where'd I put my tape? Just had it. All right, let's get these down, and then we'll put that on. See, I almost really messed up. Really, really almost messed up. Okay. Come on. I don't want my door popping off. All right. Who would have thought it could take so long, right? Because I've been on here probably close to an hour. And we still ain't finished a full page. Like I said, the ladies who do them and whip them out, I have such a respect for them. I'm sure over time I'll get a little faster. You know, I'll learn different tips and tricks, and we all do. But right now, this is me, and I'm moving at a glacial pace, it seems like. So, if you're looking for a fast video, I'm not it. If you're looking for a laugh, I'm there. I make mistakes. A lot of mistakes. I'm thinking about adding a piece of lace to that vellum. So I've got some real pretty lace. So see what it needs once we get it down. Come on, pop up. I burnished you enough. Oh, don't stick. All right, let's get this on here. I got to stand up so I line it up right. Well, it ain't perfect, but it ain't the worst. So, should have done something with that. Really don't like that. But I bet you I could get a strip of paper and go over it. You know, we might do that. Just might have to do that because that's going to bug me. So I think I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch and just put that down through there. See how my mind works, y'all? It's scary, isn't it? It's just scary to think that my mind works that way. So I need a 1/2 inch. Oh, I don't have a 1/2 inch mark. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. See, that's a design flaw in that thing. And that's not me. We're going to line this up. Make sure it's squared. That side may not be perfect. Let's try this one. Because I need 2 1/2 inch pieces. Alright, I'm going to cut there to there. And I'm going to go just slightly, ever so slightly, off to the, just a little off of the 1/2 inch mark. And I'll cut it. Okay. I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to go just slightly off. So that way it doesn't get caught in that little fold area. Okay, and then we need them 8 inches. So, like I said, I make mistakes. I'm learning. But I sure am enjoying what I've learned, watching so many of the other ladies do this. So, right there. And that's how we learn, by doing and mistakes. So, I think that'll look a lot better than that bare spot. I think that'll look cute. What do you think? That'll work, right? Won't hurt. It'll still close just fine. Stay out of that crease, just, you know, off to the side of it, just a tiny bit. Wondering, maybe I should, no, we'll just put a piece of down through there. It'll be all right. I think I'll put it on top of it, though. Stay out of that crease. Just off to the side. I'm sure y'all are getting a good chuckle. I would, probably. I don't mind. I figure, you know, not laughing at me, laughing with me. I made a mistake. I own up to it, but I'm trying to fix it. And I can't be the only person who's ever, you know, messed up. We all make mistakes. So, I still think it'll look just fine. Okay, phone folder. Score it down there. Oh, gosh. I gotta move you. I'm gonna mess you up. Okay. Here we go. Where did I lay it? Here it is. Now, let's see. Start here. Stay out of the ditch. There. Now that don't look half bad, and it still folds. So, just think, you make a mistake, you can always fix it. I need to trim this one little piece here. And no, I did not ink the edge because it's on the inside there, you know. And I did want a brown line on both sides of that going down. So, but that'll work. Okay. Let's get the same done on this side real quick. I don't really mess up stuff, especially when I'm done. Oh, yeah. Y'all make me feel so much better when I make a mistake. Like I said, have a good chuckle. You know? It is kind of funny when you think about it. But it's alright. Mistakes are fixable, thank goodness. If not, I'd have been done a long time ago. Alright, right on the edge. Now, where is the best place, ladies, to buy double stick tape? And I would prefer to have 1/4 inch. You know, I think I use more 1/4 inch than anything. So where do y'all get yours, the best deal? Because I know it ain't Hobby Lobby, Joann's, or Michael's. Wish you could buy it in bulk. Maybe a bunch of us ought to go together and buy a bunch in bulk and then just split it up. You know? But I want 1/4 inch. I know that. Alright. Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Oh, shoot. See? Messed that up already. I've got to get this in there. I went from top to bottom, so that's not going to work. I'll get this down. It'll be alright. I'll just add a little piece at the top and a little piece at the bottom. It's what happens when you get all miscombobulated. Alright. I know I need right there. Alright, come on. Don't stick there. There we go. Oh, I'm up enough. Put a little tiny slither here on the ends. It'd be alright. Starting to get humid. My tape's coming off and sticking to me. Does that before it's going to rain. Always does that before it's going to rain. And I've got the air on, but we're still sticky in the house even from the humidity just before it rains. Judy knows what I'm talking about in Georgia. Ugh. I want to trim that because I don't want it down in there. Okay. Pull that little piece off. And then I can get this piece laying down. Out of the ditch. There. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now, kind of want some lace or something. What do y'all think? I do. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, Tanya, I'm so sorry, honey. Okay, then I'm gonna, I know I want that in there. So, should we add lace or wait? Maybe we'll wait. I think we'll wait and see. So let's get this piece off. I may add lace to the top of the vellum pocket. You know, that would be kind of pretty, right? So I need to go, I think it's there. Up. Nope, 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 nope. Come up. A little too wide, I think. But I'm going to try and see if we can just kind of give it a little bit of a pucker, and we're not. Okay. Okay, not going to work. And it's okay. I'm going to redo it, and we're just going to have to take off a little bit so it's not, and it's all right. It's all right. At least it come up, and it didn't ruin our whole picture. Yes, my name's Joetta. Everyone calls me Jo. There, got that. Okay, that's what I gotta do. We gotta redo. But isn't that gonna be pretty? Alright, new piece of vellum. Got it down here. What was that? We did it at 8. I'll measure. Vellum is a strange critter. Alright, I need this, and we got to measure. So I want to be just inside of these folds. So, and watch it be one of those measurements that I really suck at. Yep, I don't know what it is, but it's the second little tick before the 7.5. So, 7.5. The second little tick is right there. Seven and a quarter. Okay. I told you I'm no good with what those numbers are. Then we'll go. Oh, I still did that wrong. You know that? I need the second little tick before the 8.5. Because I forgot to allow for our 1/2 inch. So right there. It'll be all right. Then we went, what, 4 inches? So it was 4.5. We'll get it. I'll figure it out. Well, at least by watching me, if y'all decide to do one, shows you what not to do. You know, happens. I'm not going to stress. I'm with friends. That's all I care about. Oh, bye, Debbie. Watering can wait a minute. I'll go water. I'm going to be here for a while. I'm not fast. Believe me, I'm not fast. And if you've got things to do, by all means, you do what you need to do. Especially if it's watering your garden or something, because, you know, once it gets so hot, it's too much to be out in that heat. Okay, got that. Bye, Barb. Are you leaving or Debbie's leaving? Okay. Have a nice day, Debbie. Y'all, I get this scored. I'm going to have to let my dog out. So, hang on 1 minute. Yes, Willie. Poor Wee Wee. Needs to go potty. I need to go potty. I'm going to, Molly. Anybody else need to go potty? No. Okay. All right. The birds are being behaved today, which is a lot better than yesterday. That storm coming up yesterday, oh my. They were, whew, something else. All right. Let's see if I got it this time. I did. I left just a little bit on each side. So that'll work. That will work and be very pretty. See? Just took redoing it. Too cold to go potty. Not here. They'll tell me it's too hot out there. It was Molly and Willie anyway. The big babies. But yeah, it was. Them birds were acting up something terrible yesterday. Y'all heard them. And I know it was because of that storm coming in. And I apologize when they carry on like that, but honestly, there's not a lot I can do about it. Pollen's bad too. I have got, excuse me, terrible sinuses draining and my throat feels all gunky, you know, and it's from the pollen. Good old allergy season. All right, we got it this time. Oops, watch me mess it up already. Told you, vellum is hard to work with. I find it difficult to work with anyway. All right. No, not that one. Where? There it is. Let's get some. Got a string. Anybody else have trouble working with vellum? It's a tricky goomer for me. Or maybe I'm not doing something right. You know, that's entirely possible. Okay, let's get this folded up now. Come on. Yeah, hard time now. I talk to my stuff while I'm working on it. Okay. A nice piece across here. Vellum, if also playing hard at times. Good. Sticky tape. Yeah. Okay. Got that. We got that. So. Okay, we've got it this time, y'all. I think. My writing is straight up and down, so it's not upside down. Got that. Should I antique the edges of the vellum? What do y'all think? Antique the edge? Think so. Just a little. Hold on. Telemarketer. They ought to outlaw those things. You know, if I want to buy something, I know how to pick up a phone and find it or go online. I don't need them calling me to see if I want something. I get one every now and then telling me they can lower my mortgage rate. And I'm like, well, are you going to pay me to live here? Well, what do you mean? I said, well, I don't have a mortgage. Well, are you sure? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. If so, I wouldn't have a place to live. You know, because our house has been paid for a few years now. Okay, I need to pull the sides up first so they hold the bottom flap in. All right, got that. Get this down. I'm going to take a break, ladies. Okay. I keep saying I'm going to sit up for a couple of minutes, and then I end up looking down and doing something else, but my neck's bothering me, so I really need to sit up for just a couple of minutes, okay? All right, I think I'm straight. That looks pretty good. See if I can get it to come off my fingers. And there. And come on. Right on down. Okay, we got a vellum pocket. Got that. That'll be cute. All right, now we'll figure out for these closures. Was thinking maybe a couple of buttons with a piece of twine. Okay, let me go back and catch up on chat and take a break for a minute, ladies. Find my mouse over here. Okay. Very lovely paper. I ordered sticky tape from China, probably take a month. Most of the telemarketers are just, yes, most likely. No. Get them calling. Oh yeah, I hate when they call it dinner time. Tie it with lace. That's a good idea. 75 cents. for double-sided tape. Really? Or did I misunderstand that? I know I want to put lace across here. So I was thinking maybe some pretty twine so it doesn't hide the lace in behind. Yeah, River, we need that website. Because I have got to order more. I picked up a roll today at Joann's, and it, even with the coupon and the on sale, I still paid over $3. And it's ridiculous. Ordered this week, eBay. Well, honey, if you can get the person's name so we can look them up on eBay, I would really appreciate that, Deborah, sorry. That would be awesome. Get my lace and see what we've got. Okay. Let's see. That one. Roses. We have pearls. I have hearts. Let's see, what else have I got? Oh, got this with the little pearls on it. And I've got this one. So, and maybe if we use one of those, I could use ribbon for the closure. Would be real cute. Maybe fix like a little bow or something. So let's figure this out, guys. I'm going to lay down each one and we're going to decide which one we like the best. There's that little pearl trim, but I think that would stick out too much and wouldn't let the doors close, so that's kind of out. I've got this one, and that's kind of pretty, and the pearls aren't super big. So that's what that one looks like. Are y'all able to see? Probably not. Let me move you back a little bit. Y'all got to yell at me when I'm out of frame. So there's what that one would look like. And it's got little pearls in it. Tanya, are you in here still, honey? So we'll call that one number 1 because y'all are going to choose. We're going to call the roses number 2. That might look kind of pretty. Hang on a minute. Dogs want back in. Can you write down that website that River just put up and I can get it from you later? Come on, babies. Come on, Willie. I'm not getting back up. Thank you. Good boy. Good babies. Good babies. All right, let Mommy get back over here. Oh, thank you. Okay, we're going to call this one number 2. So it don't look too bad. Let me open this one. It's not even open yet. What is that? I think y'all should have a little say in this since one of y'all are going to get it. So, shouldn't it be decorated kind of the way you want? Hey, Shelly. Okay, and let's see, this one, number 3. That's kind of cute. And then this one is number 4. So, y'all tell me which one you liked the best. So far, the roses look nice, and yes, they do. So, there's the roses. I'll trim some of that tulle off. Oops. That's okay, Brenda. Do what you need to do, honey. Alright, so far, the roses. So that's what I'm going to trim out, and we're going to go for it. So if you win it and you didn't put any input, you can't fuss at me. But I'm going to trim these down, because I just don't like all that tulle netting behind them to stick out. So I'm going to cut it down a little bit so we can get this glued down on there. And then I'm going to find my brads, and I think I'm going to fix 2 little brads to fix a piece of ribbon to tie the doors shut. And I think that'll look really cute. So we'll have those there. Be pretty. Well, thank you. Okay. Let's get this all out of my way again, all this trim and lace. Like I said, I end up with my desk so piled by the time I'm done. Yeah, I think the ribbon will look real pretty to fix for the bow and the closure. You know what I mean, right in here. I'll put a brad on each side and fix the ribbon. And then on the other side, I think I'll fix a cute little button, so that way you can't see the back of the brad. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'll do it the opposite way. Not sure, but we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. So let's get some glue down. I'm hoping this glue doesn't mess up the vellum. If I go out of frame, y'all, please let me know. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Make sure that we can, our pocket didn't get anything, so it's not going to stick. There. Okay. Now, let's think. It's hard for me to think. Sit up a minute and I'll come up with something. Oh, thank you, Nanas. Double-sided tape, length approximately 59.6 feet, 18 millimeter. Approximately 472, 12 millimeter. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely see about ordering some because I go through so much. Now I got to think where I stuck my buttons. I know I've got a whole thing of buttons. And where I've put them right this moment, I could not tell you. You know, I could maybe a couple of real pretty beads. Think. What do y'all think? Give me some ideas. Thank you, Tanya. Give me an idea for the closure. What should we use on each side to fix our ribbon for our pretty bow? I think I'm going to bring the bow down just below the roses. Or do you think we should go above? What's the matter, Dolly? Dolly just got spooked a little bit. Trying to open this ribbon, that plastic they put around them sometimes gives me a hard time because my fingers don't go down in there the way I need them to, and I don't want to tear the ribbon. There. So, below the roses. Yeah. Let me get some of this cleaned up, ladies. I've got enough little scraps and edges. I'd be lucky if I could find anything up here right now. See, I even got double-sided tape tossed off to the side, getting caught. It's funny, right? Oh, come on, get over here. Oh, much better. Much, much better. I have a hard time working in a messy area. And I make it messy pretty quick. But, you know, that's part of crafting is the mess, right? But when it gets to where you can't see your desk and you still got stuff to do, just ain't cutting it. Okay. Oh, Tanya. Sorry about that, ladies. We were talking last night about the oval die cuts. Joanne has the Spellbinders oval die cut set clearance at $9.97. Leave an inch of ribbon at the end. Glue a ribbon loop toward the outside on top. Fold the ribbon under and glue down and tie on top. Okay. I don't know. Kind of want a little bow or something right in here. I'm trying to think how I would. I'm not sure I understand that. At the end, glue a ribbon loop toward the outside on top. You mean up here, spinner? Because see, we're going to have a tuck spot on the side, I think it is. So we'll have more ribbon here. I meant to say only leave the bit of ribbon for the back only if you use a brighter. Yeah, right. The tail will hide the works at the back. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Where did all my little pretties I bought go? So we've got a lot of pretties. You know what might even be cute? Where are those little ones? If we... No, that's too big. These are. Let me think a minute. I've got these cute little safety pins too. Wonder if we glued one on each side and fixed the ribbon to it and then tied it in a bow. That wouldn't look right. I may have to go with some pearls. Glue down some pretty pearls. I've got these. And if we took about a mid-size on each side and glued the ribbon under there, what do you think of that? In the middle. Bit of the ribbon for the back only. If you use a brad or something through the card. Okay, trying to think. That way I don't have anything on the back. And that would look okay, right? But I'm trying to think, maybe I should go with something a little bit smaller so it doesn't overpower the whole thing. Does that make sense? You know. Okay, I think we'll do that, and I'll fix the ribbon under these. Hang on. Yes, if that is 3-in-1 is as good as you say it should help. Oh yeah, well I've got Fabri-Tac too. So, and I've got some weld bond, and I've even got some Tombow. Which would y'all use? The Tombow? Because they say it holds everything. Yeah. Okay, we're going to try this. Alright, I got to cut the ribbon. And I'm thinking... One... Maybe 8 inches should be enough to tie a pretty bow. Fabri-Tac, okay. 8 inches should be enough to tie a pretty little bow there. So that's what we're going to go with. One. Yeah, sometimes it does. You're right. So I think we'll use the Fabri-Tac because I love Fabri-Tac. Like I said, I've been using that 3-in-1 and it seems identical to the Fabri-Tac. So it's It's waterproof, everything. I think I'll use the Fabri-Tac. So, I know I need to trim just, I think I'm going to try and fold just a tiny bit so it can go up under that bead, that pearl. And hold it for just a second with a clip. So I know it's not going to go anywhere. Give me a sec. That way I can get it really mashed down well so there's no bump up under it. You know what I mean? Okay. Let it hold it nice and tight. Just get a little bit of a point. I mean, one of them clippers. Oops, sorry, bumped the camera. And give it a minute to dry. I'll need one more. I got it up here. There we go. We'll see how it does. I can get it to fold so it my sausage fingers sometimes with little delicate things, I'm telling you. Let's hold that for a second. Okay. My wipe and get some of this glue off my fingers. Oh, the 3-in-1? Is that what you're talking about? Now the Fabri-Fuse, I wouldn't give you 10 cents for that stuff. Okay. I think I got it. And I think that'll work. I'm going to put it like right there. I'm going to trim this little tiny tip off. And let's get some Fabri-Tac down. And y'all said right in the middle, right? Ooh, I got a string. I don't like the strings. Get that down. And let's get a bit on our little pearl. What are you talking about, Nova? Over there just a cooing away. Looks a little... There we go. Okay. There's one side down. It looks alright. I think it'll be okay. Now, let's see. Fold that back out of my way. And let's see, we look right about there. Looks fairly even. Come on. Give me that stringy mess. Don't want it. Now let's get this curl down. It would be cool if you could make a tiny rose at the end of each piece of the wood and curl in the middle with the ribbon lined out under the. Ooh, that would be pretty. I can't make a rose ribbon for to save my butt. I'm telling you. And I've tried. I've even tried watching Mars. Oh, I love watching that woman. She is so talented. But my sausage fingers with the arthritis, they just won't do that kind of stuff. I wish they would. I mean, I come up with beautiful thoughts, but between coming up with them and being able to execute them, my hands are like, no, ma'am. No, no, no. So I'm going to let that dry really, really good before I mess with it. I don't want any problems. So, but it looks pretty good. It's pretty cute. Be a pretty little bow in the middle. Okay. Yep, liquid fuse. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't give you... I've got a bottle of it somewhere I bought when we were doing boho beads. And I'll tell you that it's Violines, I think. And it's called Faberfuse. And it doesn't hold for nothing. I wish the camera was given the colors that's on here, because the background is not gray. It's kind of a aqua. And it is so pretty. So anyway, okay, I am taking a break now for a minute. We're going to let that dry. And it'll be fine. But you know, I've got some pretty beads. I'll bet you I could get a couple of pretty beads stuck on the ends of the ribbon. That's like me. I can come up with 2 lifetimes. But yeah, I just can't execute them anymore. I have degenerative arthritis. And it's already eaten away part of my... See, 4, 5, 6, 7 on in my neck, and it's getting into my hips to where even sitting for very long is painful some days. I've taken my pain meds today. I kind of took a little extra because I knew we would be a while. I'm taking my time on this. I know a lot of ladies will probably get annoyed and bored. But like I said, one of y'all are going to get it. So to me, a special person is going to get this. And it has to be nice. I don't want to just throw it together and put no thought into it. Yeah, I come up with ideas. It's like I've told my kids, I will forget more than I could ever teach them before I die. You know, I just have the sausage fingers in me. Oh, yeah. No, I've got the degenerative, and it's affecting more my left arm and hands than it is the right now. But doctors have already said, you know, down the road I will end up in a wheelchair if I fall and hit just right, or am in a car accident and get hit just right, I will be paralyzed, because the bones, they can go in and do something with the bones, but then I run more of a risk of becoming paralyzed then, because, you know, something can go wrong. And it's so right there in your spine. I love the creative process. I've really enjoyed doing this. But I was shocked at how much goes into an album. I figured it was so much like doing a journal. But I've learned that journals, you don't have to be so exact. And with an album, you've got to have measurements exact. I mean, you've seen what happened when I had the vellum envelope off just a tiny bit. So, you know, I'm wondering, Barb, if I don't have some fibromyalgia and they're not getting it diagnosed right, because there are times my body, I feel like I'm laying in ground glass. Clothes are painful to touch me in certain areas of my body. I think most of us have serious health problems. Yes, we take, we figure our issues are ugly and we try to create something pretty. So I don't know what the, you know, I've never looked up fibromyalgia, but I know, see, I go out on post. I have to go to Eisenhower Medical Center out at Fort Gordon for my medical. And they are, I'm not saying the military's horrible doctors, but sometimes they'll make so many appointments at one time that by the time you get there, they're calling you to cancel your appointment. And you may not have gotten in for 2 months and been waiting on this appointment for a month. Neuropathy? Well, isn't neuropathy just in your hands and your feet? See, it's even my back sometimes. It, um, my my legs. It's just, it feels like I'm laying in ground glass. I mean, I'm being treated for the degenerative arthritis. I'm being treated for PTSD, anxiety, depression, and I have, I'm on blood thinners for the rest of my life because I'm very, very prone to blood clots. It has to do with the nerve. Yeah, but see, I'm already on, oh, I can't even remember the nerve pain medicine because of the degenerative arthritis. So I'm thinking maybe they're treating me for one thing and it's not just the one thing, you know. See if I can tie a bow with my little sausage fingers here. Oh, come on. Don't be that chunky monkey today. There it is. I think I got it. Pull this down here a little bit. Voila. Oh well, it'll go that direction since it wants to today. Cute. Come out. I don't like the way that, it's the way I tie. I know it is. I want the tails out. They're cute. There. Kind of cute, right? Sometimes the meds treated our condition good. Yeah. Okay. I'm on, I know I'm on gabapentin, and I don't care for it at all. Not at all. Okay, well, we got that front page done. I like it. What do y'all think of it? You like? Now, I'm thinking for the pull-out, I just want to do a real pretty piece of paper so somebody could maybe just put a nice... You're on... I don't... Yeah, I take 800 milligrams 3 times a day of the gabapentin. Okay, let's find something to do for our pull-out. Let me move this out of the way. And I need to move my lace. And let's see, that was out of that one, so we'll find something in here, maybe. I kind of want something, not a lot of color, because somebody could use it as a mat for a photo. That blue with that's kind of pretty. So is that one. I wonder if I could use one on each side, how that would look. Yeah, I think we might do one of each. So those look good together. So I use, you know, this and this. One on each side of the pull-out. You understand what I mean? I think that'll look good. And I think I need to... Oh, thank you. I know I need another piece of the cream for the base. And where did I put the template for it? Because I know I have one for it. I'm pretty sure it's... I pulled it out. Where did I stick it? I don't think it's the 8x8. I think that's too big for it. I think it had to be a tiny bit smaller to fit. Yeah, I'm thinking 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. So we're going to try that. So let me get cut her back up and opened. I love the way that little vellum pocket looks. All right, 7 3/4. What am I on? It's hard telling with me. That pen, that. There we go. Okay, 7 3/4. I think is what we're gonna do. And 7 3/4. That should give us a piece got a little bend in that end. I don't want that. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now we need to do our pages. Got them under here too. Go ahead and get them out. And we need them to be, let's see, 7 3/4 and 7 3/4. Where did I put my ruler? Oh. 3/4. So 8 1/4. No. We got to go the opposite direction. So 1, 7 1/2. No, half wouldn't give me the whole all the way around, I don't think. I think 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So, it'd be all right. I've been wrong before. I gotta take this edge off. It drives me nuts. I don't know why they do that. Okay. And I want this flower part. So I'm going to go 7 1/4. There. And I'm trying to think. Yeah. I really want that blue flower. So I may have to cut it down a little bit so I can get that little flower in on this. So if I put it that way, we miss quite a bit. Well, we don't miss too much, do we? It'll work. 7 1/4. And that'll fit perfect. That'll be cute. That way somebody can use these as little photo mats or little journaling areas. Y'all getting tired of dealing with me today? All right, 7 1/4. Save all these scraps. Don't toss them. We'll be using them for belly bands and all different things. Okay, so let's put this up. And let's antique these edges. And I know I want to put another piece of ribbon as a pull out for it to stick out the side. Want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me today. Some of it's boring, I'm sure. If you're just sitting watching, it's like watching paint dry. But it is all part of the process of making the album, you know. So, oh, y'all are so sweet. Yeah, we're working on the pullout that's in between the page. And I'm not doing anything on it because, you know, it's a pull-out, tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. The good thing is these don't take too long. It's inking the edges on this that takes the longest, I think. But it does make a big difference. I used to not think it did, and then I started doing it, and it really does make a big difference. Anybody been having problems with their inks, like they feel like they're not very juicy from the day you get them? You know what I mean? I mean, it just doesn't feel juicy. It doesn't look it. It just kind of like it was about half gone when I bought it. I'm going to get some of the new Stampin' Up! Inks and try them out. See if they're any juicier than this guy. Like I said, they just don't feel like they're very juicy from the time I get them anymore. Okay, that looks fairly... Oops. Line up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac down. Make a mark so I know where it goes. There, 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 and there. Get this up out of my way. So what I started doing is buying the ring. Yeah, mine are dry a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm thinking about doing the Stampin' Up! What do y'all ladies think? I'm just not happy with these inks right now. I mean, they're not cheap to begin with. And then half the time it's like they're dried out as soon as I get them home. I'm just not happy with that. Okay. Get you right there. I don't know, Dolly. Do you want some? Okay, oops. There we go. That looks pretty good. Good enough. Oops. Yuck. Telling you. Okay. It's down. Okay. That'll be one. Shoot. See? Pop up just a hair for a minute. I forgot the ribbon. Where'd I lay the ribbon? There it is. And I'm going to do a good size piece. And let's see. Minute. Quarter. There's one. Two. Right in here looks about centered. No, that looks off center. I'm telling you, centered is not in my vocabulary, y'all. That looks alright there. It'll hold. Right down in there. Okay. That way we'll have a nice little pull out. And I want it fairly long enough. I want it to look nice. What's the matter, Willie? Daddy home for lunch? I think my husband's home for lunch, y'all. Okay. Now we'll get this piece on here. That'll be so cute. Apologize for the dogs barking. Like I said, hubby's home for lunch, and they're barking at him, coming in the door. So, they'll calm down here in a minute, ladies. Yeah, you get the stampede. Let's get this glued up. It's like having a herd of ponies in the house when he comes home. All right. Let's see. Right on this side. Oops. Oh, come on, let go. There we go. Settle up. There. All right, that gives us our little pull out done. Let's get it all down good. Don't worry, them little pencil marks, I'll go through and get them all off later. It'll be all right. Whoever gets it may find one or two here and there. Well, thank you. Hi, Laurel. All right, where did I put our page? There it is. Okay, so there will be, I can get it to go in here. We know it fits. We did it earlier. Oh, come on. We didn't have a problem earlier. Now what's your problem? There we go. So that gives it our little pull out. That'd be cute, right? Now, what do we want to do on this side? Let me get this all picked up. And let's see. I'm thinking maybe a side pocket. Let's see, it pulls out that way. Is that upside down? Nope, that way. So if we do a side pocket here on this side, and maybe that'd be it on this one. That way there's not so much, you know what I mean? I can just put a side pocket on this one so we can put some really nice little tags and things down in there, because we can add some lace to it and around. What do you think? Side pocket? Well, thank you, Barb. Have a good time. You know what, ladies? I'm getting a little hungry myself. How would y'all feel if we stopped here so I can get some lunch and everybody else can, and then maybe about 7 o'clock tonight come back and work on this page? How does that sound? Oh, leftover pizza. Okay, so I'll see y'all back here between 7:30, just in case. Give me a little lead room, you know, because you got to figure, my mom's one house between us, and if we go to dinner or something, it may take us a few extra minutes to get back. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all goodbye. I'm going to leave this we're going to work on this when we come back. And I'll see y'all later on this evening. So I appreciate y'all coming in. And like I said, I will see you later. Y'all stay safe. Bye.